Welcome to a long overdue new episode of the Donny Donata podcast. I'm your host, Donny Donata, and I'm going to start you off with a little song. There's a star in the sky. I've claimed it as my own. I look at it every night and imagine it's my home. It's the place where I belong, and I'm never gonna get there. But there's a star in the sky, and I know it makes me care. It makes me care. I made that song up at the lowest part of my life. It's kind of a sissy kind of song to make up, but it came from the heart. I was at a very low point when I was a young man. I was looking outside my window and not wanting to go on, but I saw a star and I looked at it and I thought, fuck, I bet your life is better near that star if I was just, floating around it. Oh, getting emotional talking about it. Fucking gay shit. But I got another song too from another low point in my life. I'll share this song with you. How does it go? It goes, should I end it or should I spend another quarter down the slot? A sense of mission, triple addiction's all that's left, it's all I've got. Anyhow, hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming and listening. Stay tuned. Later in the show, we'll talk about depression. But for let's start off with depression. Good Lord. Let's go to a new song. I got another song for you. It goes like this. If I had words to make a day for you, I'd sing you a morning golden and true. I would make this day last for all time and give you an evening with moonshine. That comes from a movie called Babe, about a pig who turns into a sheepdog. He's a trans pig. About a trans pig, wow. Before its time. Directed by the guy who directed Mad Max. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But transferring from that song, I wanted to start off with something fun. And if you've listened to this podcast before, you know that I love drugs. Anyhow, I'm gonna tell you my ideal day on drugs. If I had drugs to make a day for you, I'd fill you with, what's that drug called? Heroin. Golden and true, that brown heroin, So here, heroin doesn't make the ideal day of drugs for me, as I've never done it, so I can't say I would want it or not want it. I'd probably really want it. But I've never done it, so I'm not going to include it in. This is my ideal day on drugs, with using drugs that I've used before. Anyhow, without further ado, I'd probably wake up like around 7:30 in the morning, because when you're waking, I hate waking up early in the morning, by the way, unless I have drugs to do. In that case, waking up in the morning is so exciting, unbelievable experience. On the other hand, waking up no drugs, I want to shoot myself up the nose. But if there's drugs, I also want to shoot myself up the nose with cocaine. Just kidding. No, cocaine would not be the first drug of the day. Wake up 7:30 in the morning. First drug, marijuana. Marijuana, baby. Out of one of those vape pen things. Oh my God. If you wake up, and I used to do this. I used to have a vape pen, and I would put it underneath my mattress, between the mattress and the box spring. And I'd wake up in the morning, first thing I do, I'm not even fully conscious yet. My hand is already going between the cracks to find it. It's like, where is it, baby? grab it. It's just like better than grabbing your dick in the morning. And I grab that vape pen, rip it out from underneath my mattress, and bring it right up to my lips. And I do this. Ready? Really hard. Inhale and then exhale. And if you suck in really hard and then hold it, it like goes through the barrier. Like there's a brain barrier right up like in your nasal passage. If you hold it in, like it goes up and it kind of seeps through there. So you get the feeling of it right away. Like it doesn't have to go through your blood system and pump through your lungs and everything and then eventually get to your brain. You can almost get like the feeling of being high right away by sucking in. And you hold it in, goes up through like the little, I don't know, what is it, little membrane that goes right to your brain through there. At least it might be placebo, but I think this is true. And you get the feeling right away. Exhale. It's good to be alive, baby. And that's what I'd say to myself. And then I get right out of bed. 7:30 in the morning, hit of the vape pen. And then you're also excited because you know the full effect of the highness is going to come in about 3 to 4 minutes from the inhale. And so I get up out of bed, go to my bathroom, piss, dunk my head in the water, brush my teeth, deodorant, do my hair. Now as I'm doing my hair, it's hitting me, baby. And now I can do my hair even better because, when you're high, you're more creative. So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to, let's twist that little piece of hair. Okay. And I make myself look really sexy. Now I'm high, officially high. And now it's time for another hit. Let's go deeper, baby. So I'm getting like high just talking about this. I'm not even like on drugs, but just talking about it. Fucking like placebo high. It's crazy. So I just did my hair. Now it's like 7:37, 7:35-ish, depending on how fast I was. I'm officially feeling the weed in my bloodstream. I go to my vape pen again, take another hit. Wow, what a feeling. Like, I could be, have the hardest day ahead of me. But if after those 2 vape pen hits, I'm ready for the day. Oh my God. Turn on some music, maybe something a little bit, happy, like, that chill step stuff that's on YouTube. Put that on, it's like, a little bit of like maybe Indian sound behind it. And then I get walking down the stairs, down to the kitchen. And now here's one of my favorite drugs that I can do every single day, no matter what. I never feel guilty, but I'm always super pumped to have it. Coffee, baby. One wise man once said, you can go without anything, but without a cup of coffee in the morning, what the fuck is the purpose of life? So I go turn on the coffee pot filled up, make it just like thick as sludge. Bing! When I hear the sound when I press the button and it turns the coffee pot on, that bing! Ah! Almost jizz every single time. I know the coffee's coming, so whatever the sound the coffee pot's making. So excited. Go over, get a glass of juice with sparkling water. Ugh, amazing. So now I'm high, coffee's coming, glass of juice, sparkling water. Juice doesn't really count as a drug, but I do really like it. You have juice, like you get the grape juice or the lemonade key juice stuff, and I mix it with sparkling water. Out of this world. Such a good drink, and also kind of guilt-free because like it's organic juice. It's not that bad for you. I only have a little bit at a time because most of it's sparkling water. Sparkling water's, it's not fucking bad for you. So it tastes like you're having a soda pop in the morning, but it's your morning drink. Okay, so I have my sparkling juice. I'm high. Coffee's on. Now it's time to get deep into the weeds. Because, having weed, if you're a pothead, you almost don't consider it a drug. You're just pretty much getting to your sober level when you have your weed in the morning. So as a pothead, really just getting sober. Coffee's coming, juice, and we go over and we find the liquor. Now, I'm trying to think which liquor I'd like to start off with. I think in the morning, either whiskey or vodka. Probably vodka. Vodka seems I grew up hearing people say that Russians have vodka for breakfast, so vodka seems like a breakfast drink. Definitely. Vodka, I think that's what they put in samosas too. I could be completely wrong. Did I say that right? Is a samosa the fucking Indian like pasty thing? I can't remember. Anyhow, I would have vodka. So I'm high. I got my sparkling juice. I have the coffee coming. I go over and grab the bottle of vodka, pull off the cap, give it the smell. Oh, smells like vodka, baby. Glug, glug, glug. Drink it straight out of the bottle. So now we're at like 7:40, 7:45-ish. I'm already high. Got the coffee going, sparkling juice, and drinking vodka straight out of the bottle. How much am I going to have? Probably, if it was full, down to where the top of the label thing is. That's usually how I measure it. I'll go, okay, we'll start off, say it's like a 2.6, and like the label is like where the neck comes down and then it gets fat, and the label is just a little bit below that. If you have just to there, then you won't completely like destroy your stomach. Especially like I'm going to have some coffee and juice with it, so evens it out a bit. You just glug, glug, glug. If you can do all the way down to the top of the label, then you're a fucking G. If you're able to chug that much without like getting the heaves. So now I got like 4 drinks worth of vodka in me. I got 2 hits of the dab pen. Big hits, by the way. I got my juice coffee coming. I go over. Now I got the liquor down. I grab my dab pen. Hit it again. Grab the coffee. Start making a coffee. And I have my day made. So I'm high. Starting to get drunk. It's 7:45-ish. Having my coffee. Grab my coffee. Go out to the porch. Sit down. What's next, baby? Nicotine! Hey! Grab them cigarettes. Let's go. So you get a pack of cigarettes. Bring the vodka bottle with me. I got my dab pen, coffee, cigarettes, vodka. Sit on the porch. And what's the plan now? Nothing. Except obliteration. I could sit on a porch looking at a view with the sun kind of coming through the trees, a little bit of the breeze, music playing, stuff to drink, coffee, cigarettes, dab pen, alcohol. I could literally exist in that state for the rest of eternity. If there was a heaven, that's what it would be. It makes me sad. Because like I haven't done this, like I'm explaining it to you, but I haven't done this for so long. I've been, just focusing on, taking care of my family, my career. But doing that is really where my heart is. Like I'm doing everything so that I can get back to that someday. And like do it guilt-free so that I'm actually I'm doing it and I'm not going, oh, I really should be doing anything else. I feel like I've actually earned it. I'm so excited for that day. Because I would, and going back to like the whole day routine, or my ideal day, I would, get there around 7:45, high, drunk, juice, sparkling water, coffee, cigarettes, and sit on that porch and just kind of like exist and getting obliterated until maybe about noon. I could spend a good 5 hours just there. Just music, me hanging out. And then maybe around noon, I'd probably be exhausted. Cause fuck. So you need to get a pick-me-up, baby. Now it's time for the cocaine. Yeah. Maybe not like a bunch of cocaine. Maybe, I don't know. I think from my experience, I would have just enough cocaine to wake me up and sober me up so that I could drink more and get high more. Oh, no. Hold on. I know. Around 10 a.m., I'd eat the mushies. Get some mushrooms, baby, going. That actually, mushrooms keep you up pretty good. So I'd probably do some coke around noon. Yeah. But I would have eaten the mushrooms around 10. So by the time noon rolls around, the mushies are kicking in. Maybe eat 3 grams, so that I'm not completely like, so that I'm not seeing too much. 3 grams of mushrooms around 10, around noon. Probably could use just a little bit of coke, not a whole lot, but just enough to keep things going. Because maybe once the mushies are through around like 8 p.m. Once the mushy feeling's completely gone, then we turn it into a coke binge. So yeah, have the mushies, just keep drinking, keep getting high, coffee, cigarettes, enjoy the mushroom trip from like 10 till like, it usually wears off around like 4. So like 6 hours later, it's definitely gone. And now it's like 4 o'clock, drinking more. I'd probably have to do the coke around then. So yeah, just enough to keep me going. And maybe you could start a coke binge then. There we go. All right, perfect. So first thing, wake up in the morning, weed, then coffee, cigarettes, alcohol, mushies, mushrooms wear off, then we turn it into a coke binge and just turn into a fucking animal. And then who knows where that takes you. All right. Well, there's my ideal day on drugs. The longest part of that was the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes of the day was the longest part. Let's talk about my ideal woman, too. Here's my ideal woman. She has to be objectively perfect in every single way. I have such high standards right now. Like, fuck. I see any, like a woman I would consider a 10 out of 10 and absolutely, like, I would never get her, like, 3 years ago. Now when I look at that lady, I just go, her lips are a little too small. Her butt is, like, oddly shaped, even though it's perfect. Like, stuff like this. I don't know where my standards have gone, but they're absolutely through the roof. And I don't know why I think that I can get the most perfect woman ever, but something about me just tells me it's true. I have so much confidence, it's fucking scary. We interrupt this program to bring you a word from our sponsors. Today's show is brought to you by Jerkmate. Jerkmate is all about the live sex cam girls. All day, every day. Feel like sex chatting with porn stars on a webcam? Come to Jerkmate for free cam shows. Now, back to the program. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the crazy world we're living in right now. We have a war in Ukraine, and everyone could kind of seem to care less. We have Elon just renaming Twitter, and everyone could seem to care less. We have Tucker, who was the greatest TV show host in our generation, and now he's just like posting on social media like Bryce Hall. And we have Trump, who's just out here swinging his dick around, and nobody seems to care. Like, fuck, it's Trump, he's back, baby. But no one's getting that excited. We have a president who's a mentally retarded puppet, and no one seems to really care. I mean, I'm saying no one seems to care. Everyone obviously cares, but I'm speaking for me as well as everyone. I'm not that excited about it. Like, these are interesting things, but there's too much going on elsewhere as well that, like, the major things that are affecting our world, I could almost like not be bothered, And I'm sure there are people that are definitely bothered, but I'm saying in general, most people, crazy things that are going on in the world now don't have as much weight in their lives. However, if you get people talking, they'll act as if they do. They'll get absolutely like livid over stuff. They'll be just throwing shit around and talking about how much they hate Trump or how much they hate Biden, how much they hate Elon, how much they hate Andrew Tate, how much they hate the fucking transgenders, blah, 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 blah. Talking about the transgenders, like we've lived in like the world of wokeism for like the past, 15, 20 years. It's like crept up on us and then came to like a crescendo in the last like 3 or 4 years. And now you could really feel the pendulum swinging. Like there's almost just as much content like bashing trans and woke people and blah, 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 blah. Like to the point where it's getting annoying now. Like people who are like against the woke agenda, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Almost like I don't like the woke agenda either, but it's like either side is annoying as fuck. Anyhow, you know what? I didn't quite preface this well enough, but listen to it anyway. I'm going to play something for you.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
So that was from 1976, a movie called Network. If you didn't know that, you would almost be completely convinced that it was from some fucking crazy person last night. Or not so crazy, maybe. I have a quote here from Socrates. Socrates was a Greek philosopher from over 2,400 years ago, and this is what he said. The children now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders and love chatter in place of exercise. Wow. 2,400 years ago, as well as 30 plus years ago, everyone's saying the exact same shit. Huh. Curious, isn't it? More like 40 years ago. Sorry, bad math. 1976, or in 400 BC, everyone's kind of thinking the same shit, as well as today. That things are bad, things are getting worse, the new generation sucks, we gotta do something. Interesting. I'm not even gonna try to explain it or anything. You get what I'm trying to say just from showing it to you. Anyhow. Depression. We were supposed to talk about depression later on in the episode. I'm realizing more and more, I listen to Andrew Huberman and stuff, and he talks about dopamine and how you're literally experiencing dopamine every, minute of the day. And if you're on social media, scrolling through YouTube or TikTok or whatever way too much, then you're just using it up way faster than you can replenish. And then that's when you get depressed. The most depressed people I know also love their cell phone, right? Or they're potheads or whatever, right? So if you catch someone not on their phone, or you catch someone when they're not high, if they're a pothead, then they'll be depressed if they're super addicted to their phone or to pot or whatever drug or blah, blah, blah. So what you got to do is find something that you're to use your dopamine on that doesn't deplete it. Also, having relationships in your life that don't destroy you. That also can help. Having toxic relationships definitely it has nothing maybe to do with dopamine, so to speak. That'll depress you. But the main depression that you see around you day to day is just because people aren't able to replenish their brain chemicals. They use them up too fast, and then they crash. So what I'm trying to say is you got to get your jolt from real life. Do things like actually walking around, picking up things and putting them down. You got to get your jolt from that, mostly. You can listen to shit maybe like the Donny podcast, of course. Please subscribe, share with friends. But also, maybe just don't listen to something for a while. Just listen to literally the breeze in the trees and just walk around to the point where you're not even thinking about your phone. If you did that, that'd be amazing. I've done it a couple times in the past, couple weeks here. And not even just walking in trail, but just around my house. Not going on my computer or my phone for 3 hours. And just going around my house, cleaning it up. Just sitting at my table with a drink, looking out the window. It's fantastic. Anyhow, this has been fun, guys. Maybe I'll next time I'll tell you how I lost my virginity. That'd be fun. And I'll have something more to say, but this is a pretty good comeback episode. Hope that you enjoyed it. I'll be back again. Bye for now.